Good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you may be. My name is Yahya Dabo, and I just wanted to start a channel, platform where we can talk about relationships and human relationships in general, be it family relationships, friendships, sibling relationships, work relationships, professional relationships, any kind of relationships. How do we navigate the maze of relationships that are out there, and the trips that await us, at different junctions? And so I thought I would start this and talk about my experience, what I know about relationships, how we work together, communicate, and try to empathize with each other, understand each other's situations, and accommodate each other so that we can have healthy relationships, so we can have good relationships, so we can have mutually beneficial relationships amongst friends and family, and so on and so forth. So, as you know, there's all kinds of different relationships and all kinds of things that happen in those relationships. For example, spousal relationship, for example, between a husband and wife, or cohabitual, adults, the kind of communication that need to happen between the two people, so that there can be a healthy relationship, from those interactions. So misunderstandings, when they happen, which they always happen in relationships, how do you deal with those misunderstandings? How do you communicate and get through those misunderstandings? And what you need to take advantage of in those kind of situations. And also, when you have something in mind that you want to do, and perhaps you think that your significant other might have some issues with those things that you want to do, how do you bring about those conversations? Because those conversations need to happen if you want to have a healthy conclusion to whatever discussions, and really sometimes very difficult discussions that need to happen. How do you broach those conversations? How do you handle those conversations? And from both ends of the spectrum, so, and also, for example, if something is happening at work, for example, I think it's really important to confide in your significant other, or another person who can help you look at it from an objective point of view, and give you what their thinking is about it, than you just handling some of these difficult issues by yourself, because that is just from your perspective, and you may not be really taking into consideration the perspective of other people that are involved in that situation. So there's a whole lot of different things. So what we'll do is, maybe once in a while we'll have a discussion about relationships, spousal relationships, and go deeper into that. And then we'll go to professional or co-worker relationships, and then we'll go to boyfriend-girlfriend relationships. So young people will be interested in that. Even their parents will be interested in that, because they cannot be left out of those relationships. Because when there's no issues, you don't have to worry, and you probably don't know anything about it. But when there are issues in those relationships, eventually it comes out to the parents, who have to get involved and give support to their kids, in those relationships. And so we'll discuss the different kinds of relationships, go in depth in it, and perhaps we will venture to get a few people to come and discuss their situation, and then we give our advice according to our experience, and see where things go. Or perhaps we'll have an interactive session where other people can also chime in and give their serious advice about what they think and the situation need to be handled. So I hope this will be a very interesting and useful exercise for anybody who comes into contact with the platform that we are trying to start. So this is just an introduction, and when the time comes, we will let you know, and we'll post some videos, and we will, if we have interactive sessions, we'll let you know, so people can tune in live sessions and stuff like that, and then we'll have those fantastic and meaningful discussions that we think everybody will find useful. Yeah, thank you so much. And again, my name is Yaya Dabo. I am not an expert in any kind of relationship. I'm not a psychologist or a counselor for that matter, but I certainly have had my share of counseling that I've done with my friends, family members, and even co-workers, in different situations they found themselves in, and sought my advice, and I gave them advice to the best of my ability. And I think many of them have found some of those discussions and advice useful. So I thought, why not we expand it and make this information or available to a wider audience who might find it useful, and hopefully sometimes entertaining. But relationships are serious things, but we have to make it a little bit more entertaining so it can be more palatable. Thank you so much, and we'll connect with you guys very soon.